been almost 2 months. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Work lift. I'm up. Okay. And all my hair fell out. Well, I guess that's what happens as you get older. Hair just starts shortening. As the saying goes, as time goes on, something about your hair falling out. Anyways, I think you know what time it is. While I'm up, might as well make a new video. And that means a new song. Ba-da-ding. Let's go. There's just that for the shot. There's nowhere to walk. Yeah, this was like the end of the room right here. I just did that so it looked like I was walking onto the frame.
This is the story of someone who likes trying way too many different things. But it's also the story of him trying to get kind of okay at them. Welcome to A La Plancha. Oh my gooseness, welcome back to another episode of A La Plancha. So it's been a little bit, like about a month and some change, I think, since the last time I made a video. Oops! So I think a brief recap is in order of what's been going on. I think the main thing that's been going on over here for me is that obviously with people getting in regards to and then I got probably have to censor both of those so that I won't get judged by a robot on YouTube. But to sum it all up, I've been spending a lot of time, the big one is that I've been spending a lot of time with my girlfriend. Obviously the past year has been very difficult in regards to meeting up in person, right? No the close contact or whatever, but that's not the case anymore. So we've been spending a lot of time together, just enjoying that. And then also seeing my friends here and there. And I think in general, because things are opening up so much, just the household here and just many aspects of my life have gotten a little bit busier. Because I've gotten busier and I've just allowed myself to kind of enjoy things for a little bit after a year of just having to deal with whatever that was. Although I guess it's technically still not over, so be safe out there. I also wanted to kind of restructure my series so I don't go crazy trying to film and make a new song every week, because I was sort of not quite overworking myself. There was a lot of time involved in making these, but just to maybe be like a little bit more organized. So at the moment, the solution that I came up with is that I spend my mornings recording music, and then my afternoons are usually dedicated to more of this video type of content. And I really tried my best to sort of simplify these a little bit. So I really like the idea of being able to tell stories through the medium of filming, but I want them to be a little bit more simple so I can spend a little bit more time just sort of preoccupied with the music side of things. And I think people watching this will appreciate it more too, because it should hopefully be less confusing and more straightforward. At the moment, my plan is that I actually record the song the week prior, and then the week afterwards is when I actually film the video talking about the song. So believe it or not, right now that I'm filming this, the song's already done, and I'm working on next week's video. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be kind of weird. I know it's easier to talk about songs when you're in the moment of things, but we'll see how this goes. Let's talk about time. So here I am wearing my smart, intelligent lad, CIA cop that dies in the zombie movie glasses, to show that time has passed. Regardless, you can probably tell that this is the exact same shot, and I just changed my shirt and tossed on some glasses, but I feel like it's apropos for what we're going to talk about today. So I think the idea of time has been on a lot of people's minds lately after sort of a year of being sealed away like a ancient Egyptian or something. So I wanted a song that sort of gave that feeling of, well, we gotta move forward, despite the fact that what we've been through and what we're reflecting on was pretty insane in retrospect. No matter what you go through, time moves forward, and I wanted that to be the basis for the song. I wanted something that kind of went maybe first fast and then slower and then fast again and then slow. Or you can kind of even differentiate the song into like separate parts, you know, where it's like, okay, maybe this has a different style to it, whereas this part of the song has a different style to it. So you can almost differentiate it, and it sounds like music from different points, you know, over time. I wanted to emphasize a little trick that I used in regards to the time theme, because I wanted the music itself to also sort of support this idea of different eras, different times, time moving forward. So without further ado, here's a trick that I ripped off of the Beatles. Whoa. Welcome to the little creative corner that we got going on here. We're trying to set a nice, chill, relaxing mood. Anyways, I thought I'd use this little corner and introduce you to our classic friend. Obviously, we've got our CP piano here. But anyways, we're going to use this bad boy to talk a little bit about a thing called time in music. So, I'm not exactly the forefront leading expert on music theory or sheet music, even. Not very good at reading it. In music, we have these things called time signatures, which sort of describe the way you separate the rhythm of the song. A lot of our music here in the Western area of the world relies on a thing called 4/4 time signature. Usually you can sum up by a feeling of boom, ga, boom, ga, right? The boots and cans, as they call them. So let's think of it like this, for example, right? You can count things off as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And think of time signatures as the emphasis. That 1 kind of begins the new measure, the new little segment of the song. So you get a lot of emphasis on the 1, and then the rest is just to count off the rest of that little part. Let's say for this week, I decided to write something pretty cool in that time signature 4/4. So if we were to sit down at the keys and play it, it would sound like something maybe like this. Okay. Something doesn't feel quite right. Counting down the lights in the sky. Your ride is never there on time. Yielding with my eyes closed by. Let's go through it once more and I'll try to count out the measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, counted that all weird at the end there. But you see how it's still sort of separated into that 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern, and that first beat is what gets the change of each chord, right? That first beat is what gets emphasized, but really, we could still count this out and clap to it if we wanted to, right? So pretty cool, right? Not bad. It's a neat little progression. But what if we spice things up? Given that our song this week is about time, what if we spice things up by maybe taking out one of those counts of 4? So you can see every time we change chords, we count it off in measures of 4. So you'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the chord will change. But what if instead, for that first chord, we did it in counts of 4, but for that second chord, we took one away and we did it in counts in 3 instead? So let's use that logic, right? For that progression that I just did, let's count 4 beats for that first chord, but maybe for that second chord, we'll take out that last 4th beat and count it off in 3s instead. So I think you would get something maybe a little bit more like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So put it all together. Something doesn't feel quite right. 3, counting down the lights in the sky. 1, 2, 3, your ride is never there on time. Compared to maybe something that was the previous one, where it was more like, something doesn't feel quite right. See how it kind of hangs on there for a little bit more if I do it in 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if we cut it off, 2, 3, whoa, it kind of gives it a little bit more of a pump, a little bit more urgency. If I hang on this chord for the longest, this chord for only 3, but then maybe the next time we're only going to do 2. 1, 2, and then das, right back to that first chord. Pretty effective, considering that our song is about time and we want things to kind of have like this sort of an easy feeling as well, because not everything's always positive. You have the highs and the lows of life. Sometimes time feels like it's taking forever, and then sometimes time feels like it's going way too fast. So that's a little neat trick that I learned that I thought gave this song a little bit of a boost. Anyways, enough alien noises. On to the next part of the video.
When I was 21, I thought the end was nigh. Catching flight number 27 through the triangle in the heavens. God, I'm afraid of falling off high. So how many should I take to elevate? Something doesn't feel quite right. Counting down the lights in the sky. Your ride is never there on time. Yielding with my eyes closed high. Oh, I was only gone 'cause our breath was dry. Eat like a pack of cigarettes and mold your lung in dead spit. Your slice of bliss rocks like rye. Say these words you heard before I still. You're tired of the grind. Now I'm back and you lost your drive. Where did your household hide? Something doesn't feel quite right.